In this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that can, well, make or break an agent, depending on really what insurance marketing organization or insurance agency that you're working with. And we're also going to touch on some of the pros and cons of a multi-level marketing type of insurance agency and really whether you should be working with one of them or not. I'll also go over what it's like working with a captive agency and selling through a general brokerage as a completely independent agent. But first, this is when I'm going to ask you to give the video a big old thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithms keep recognizing your pal, Final Expense Trainer, and you should definitely subscribe. We're putting out new content, new Final Expense videos pretty much every week. So let's roll the intro and talk about some of the things that you should look for in a final expense or life insurance agency coming up after this. I'm Doug Massi, and the whole idea of our channel, Final Expense Trainer, is to help insurance agents like yourself do well in your business, make a good living. And in most cases, the only way for that to happen is for you to eventually become an independent life insurance agent. So here's a really important tool that every life insurance agent should have. The warning page that you're seeing here should be left with every policy that you sell, as it'll absolutely help to deter any unwanted insurance agent that might, come snooping around your client after you leave, well, with the hopes of replacing your insurance policy. And if you just hang around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of this PDF file, well, a PDF file of this for yourself. Most life insurance agents actually start out as captive agents, like I did. Or they get recruited by a multi-level marketing agency that basically, offers them the world. Some of the pros of a captive agency is that they usually have an office that you're required to go to for training. Very smart, weekly meetings, and they usually have a system that's already working for everybody in the office. A couple of the negative things about being a captive agent is that, well, the commissions are usually around 30 to 40% lower than, well, if you're working as an independent agent. And also, the vesting might not happen for a year or two, which means if you leave that office before that time, you'll actually end up, well, losing your clients. The sales that you made will actually end up being owned by your manager. I'm one of those people that believe in training and in earning our way through life. So in our industry, we all have to pay our dues. If you have someone that's actually going to hold your hand while they're teaching you the business and pushing you to excel, then there's no reason for you to receive the full commission like you would if you were, working with an independent agency like ours. Let's talk a little bit about the multi-level marketing insurance type of organizations that you're hearing about out there. It's my opinion, these type of companies can be very lucrative for the right person with the right personality. Meaning, in most cases, someone who is very convincing, well, and maybe has no problem with manipulating the truth. I say this because the people that do the best with the MLM model are not only selling the insurance, but they're recruiting everyone that they speak with. And in a lot of cases, including the clients that they're selling the life insurance to. Years ago, I had a conversation with an MLM manager who told me, quote, "All my agents make at least $100,000 per year." Meanwhile, she was offering me a contract at 70% first year commission. Another one that I was actually working with for a very short time once told me that his personal closing rate was right around 70%, of his leads. Meanwhile, whenever I called him for help, he never seemed to be able to give me a straight answer. I wonder why. Trust me, guys, if you're closing more than 30% of your leads, you are an elite agent, 1 in a million. And at one point, I actually left my captive position, where I was a top producer for the Hartford, because I was told by an MLM manager that his company could get me more new mortgage protection leads than I could possibly handle. 3 months into it, I realized that he was the type of scumbag that would tell you anything to get you to come and sell for him. Why? Well, because I literally got like one new lead and hundreds of aged leads. Leads that have been worked by other agents over and over and over again. So yeah, my experience working with MLM, multi-level marketing insurance agencies, wasn't very good. But I learned a lot. If you're going to work with an MLM agency, just make sure that 1, they have a local office, and 2, they're running local recruiting meetings. These local recruiting meetings will make it easier for you to recruit agents, as the group type of brainwashing that goes on during those things can be very effective. To me, this is actually the only reason to work with an MLM agency. They kind of help you recruit agents, especially when you're giving up the type of commission levels that you're going to be giving up to work with one. The MLM model has one feature that is really, really uncool. They don't release the agents. Now, some will say they release you, but then when it comes time to get a legitimate release agreement signed, they won't sign it. They'll want your new upline to sign something that they put together that no one in their right freaking mind would sign. The only way for you to get a release from these type of companies is to basically threaten them with, complaints to the Department of Insurance, rip-off reports, and basically, what I would say is let them know that if they don't release you, you're going to be posting on every insurance-related forum and rip-off forum and website out there about how you were lied to and kept from making a living. Beware. A common MLM recruiting tactic is to lure you with the old carrot on a stick, promising higher commissions as you sell certain amounts of insurance, justifying why they're starting you out at 60 or 70%. Everyone that sells on a regular basis deserves a raise, but when your commission levels are starting below 100%, how do I put this? To me, it's kind of like going to work at a fast food place and having the manager tell you, we're going to start you below minimum wage and let you earn your way up to minimum wage. That's why we start at United Final Expense Services, our agents, at 100% first year commission. And if you're experienced, we even start you higher. That's the way we do business. And as time goes on, those levels can even go up and up and up. And yeah, this is how your typical insurance brokerage works. However, most brokerages usually don't have the type of lead programs or training that we have at United Final Expense Services. For a copy of the warning page that I mentioned earlier, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on selling insurance with us, you could shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.